Hello, it's Family Driver. Welcome to another video. With couple of more grey hairs and couple of pounds more, welcome to 2022. And today it's another exciting one because I'm taking you for a drive with my brand new M Performance race display steering wheel. I absolutely love it from the day I've got it. It is completely different to the flat bottom M Performance steering wheel I had. First of all, it's not any thicker than the standard wheel, which actually I kind of like. So I did like in the beginning the fact that the 3 and 6 positions on a steering wheel, on a flat bottom steering wheel, were much thicker. Unfortunately, this also caused an issue. It was perfect when you were holding it in 3 and 9 positions. So for example, on track as advertised for motorsport, perfect steering wheel. However, in a real life, when you drive, you're in a car park and you need to actually turn your car more than just 90 degrees. It became a bit of a pain and it was annoying at first. I kind of got used to it after a couple of weeks, but I don't think I really fully gelled with it. Yes, it would stayed with me if I wouldn't find this one in really good price. But yeah, I mean, this one is just perfect. So it's full Alcantara, as you can see. There's no leather on it, so I will have to really look after it, make sure I don't have greasy hands, probably drive in gloves most of the time because I want to keep it in a beautiful condition. The lights, I have to say, you don't see them that often. I mean, you get that beautiful startup, which I absolutely love, and it kind of makes the interior more interesting, more fancy, especially that this is the pre-LCI car, so I kind of have old style interior, so this steering wheel makes it more interesting. Startups, I absolutely love it. The look of the steering wheel I absolutely love. Obviously it came with the dry carbon insert, which again, it just matches the interior, it completes the interior. I'm completely happy with how it looks now. I don't think anything is missing anymore. But what about driving? Well, let's go for a drive and I'll tell you more about it. So unfortunately, it's not a very pretty day today. There is a sun out at the moment, but it was raining a minute ago, and that's kind of a theme of today. Anyway, going back to the steering wheel, I'm going to try to warm up the engine now to demonstrate you how the light works. So first of all, when you start the steering wheel, obviously it flashes, but then the screen actually turns off. If you want the steering wheel to wake up again, you basically press the 2 buttons which are on the steering wheel. You hold them for about 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds, and it turns on. It turns on the mode you last had it on. So I turn it on the temperature. So it's showing me a temperature of oil and temperature of coolant. And this is probably the most crucial thing I was looking for buying this wheel. Unfortunately, M2, pre-LCI M2, doesn't really show you the oil temperature. It only gives you the kind of slider at the bottom of the screen, which indicates when the car is warmed up and not. However, over the last 2 weeks, I was comparing what is actually displayed on that screen and what temperatures are shown here, and it is pretty accurate up to 90 degrees. However, once your car gets to that temperature, it stays at that temperature over there, so that needle doesn't really move anywhere. It just shows okay and it stays in the middle. However, the truth is that the temperatures are changing all the time. So I've seen a temperature of oil going up to 108 degrees, and that was still showing that it's at 90. So it's not really that accurate once you get to 90. What's happening after that, it really is unknown without this steering wheel, which shows you exact temperatures. So the screen will stay on for about 10 minutes and then it will turn off automatically. If you want to wake it up, you just press any of the buttons shortly once and it will basically bring it up again for another 10 minutes. So let's have a quick look at the different options which this steering wheel offers. So to wake it up, you hold both buttons and it's on. Again, it came up with the last option selected. To go out to the main menu, I'm holding left button, which brings me to the top menu where you have the efficient dynamics mode. You've got your sport mode, race mode and some settings. Within the efficient dynamic mode, you can go in and you have temperatures as well. You've got something to do with fueling, your average miles per hour and some kind of efficient dynamics percentage. I'm not really interested in any of that, so let's go back to the top menu. Within the sport menu, again you get your temperatures, you get G meters, G meter again, and then if you go to race, you get a quarter mile times, you get lap times, second lap times. I know it shows you also the speed at the end of quarter mile. So in short, these are the main options, but I'm sticking to this one. In your sport mode, you get your ref lights on and you get that, which is the main information I wanted and the only information really I use from the steering wheel. So let's get back to driving. Going back to driving and how you hold it, it's pretty much as the standard wheel is. So it's the same shape, it's the same thickness. Obviously Alcantara provides you with a really nice grip as well, and feel. I mean, it's cold day today, it's 9 degrees. However, the steering wheel, it's quite pleasant to touch and hold. That wouldn't be the case if I would have a leather steering wheel. Driving wise, perfect, absolutely perfect, no different shapes. The flat bottom steering was thicker in 3 and 9 positions, then it was thinner at the bottom, then it was weirdly shaped at the top. So unfortunately it was very confusing steering wheel once you started moving your hands around on it. This one, it's simple, it's round, it's pretty much the same thickness everywhere apart from the top, which isn't overly thick. Visually it's perfect to hold. So we're at 73 degrees now, so I should be able to push the car a bit more in a moment. Some 2 nice Porsches, GT4 and I think that was 911 GTS just gone past. So we're at 86 degrees, so I think I can now comfortably push it a bit more. So as you can see, the lights starts at 5,000. Let's go there now. So 5,000, and then they increase. 5,000, 5.5, 6, 6.5. That's the moment I picked for the lights to flash. I think there's no much point to go higher in a rev range, especially that it will take you a couple of milliseconds to or tenths of the seconds to change the gear anyway. Fun. So as you can see, I didn't set these lights to be too low. I don't want this to be distressing actually and flashing to my eyes all the time, especially at night when I'm driving. You might actually see that the display is quite dim, and that's actually my setting. So you can set how bright it is, and I set it to dim setting just to make sure it doesn't actually annoys me at night. As you can see, the temperature was at 100 a moment ago, gone to 99, and that still says okay, and it's in the middle. So yeah, that doesn't really show you exact temperature. So that actually only shows you that the car is within the operating temperature rather than actually move with the temperature, which I would expect. So I hope you enjoyed this review of my new race display steering wheel. I absolutely love it. If you are thinking about buying one, I think it's worth it. Many people will say no, it's definitely not worth it to pay that much money for a steering wheel which basically gives you a little advantage over a standard steering wheel, because it just shows you the temperatures. But you know, to me it's about the look, it's about the additional functionality. To me it's definitely worth it. It's the wow factor it gives me, it's the feel factor it gives me, which to me means everything. It's my baby, this car, it's my baby. I want it to look exactly as I want it to look, and I absolutely love it. And you know, this nobody else will tell me if it was worth it or not. It must be you feeling that it's worth to spend that much money on it. I'm planning to keep the car for a very long time, so to me it's not wasted money, especially because I bought it in such a good price. I think even if I would decide to sell it, I probably wouldn't lose much, if any, money on it. So in that respect, you know, it's yes, it's an investment in a steering wheel. However, if you keep your standard steering wheel and you sell this one once you're selling your car separately, you probably get majority of your money back. So yeah, in that case, it doesn't actually look that bad financially. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support. Please make sure, if you didn't subscribe to my channel and you follow my videos, please make sure you do. It doesn't cost you anything, but it actually means a lot to me, and hopefully this will open some sort of doors for me to be able to maybe get some press cars, maybe get some, you know, more car reviews. That would be great, because I'm absolutely enjoying doing stuff like that. So if you can, please subscribe to my channel, make sure you give this video a like, and I'll see you very shortly in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Do widzenia.